Well, I mean, that's considered a high risk pregnancy.
I know.
To have maybe one.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I would be open to it.
Open?
I love children.
No, not open.
What?
Yeah, because it would be a high risk pregnancy is the
I'm
thing.
not against it.
I mean,
Yeah.
some guys will try.
Why'd you like put it off? Like, why do you not?
Oh, I am a cautionary tale of my own. So
She belongs to the streets.
No.
You believed in feminism 10 years ago?
No.
Never?
I've always wanted like the traditional relationship and it to be like the man of the head of the household.
Yeah.
And so I expected the men to
What part of North Carolina are you from originally?
Charlotte.
Okay.
So I expected that the men that I was dating to play their role, but I wasn't playing my role.
Okay.
So
what,
I
like,
wasn't.
what happened? Like,
I wasn't cooking. I didn't think I had to. I didn't. I thought I could like put my 2 cents in when it wasn't wanted. And
it
I
never
thought.
is.
And I thought like, you know, oh well, if these guys that I've been dating like don't like that, I'm not gonna change. But I just had like an epiphany within like the past 6 months.
Yeah, 30.
So now I'm like, it's not too late for me,
Yes,
right?
it is.
I just didn't know any different.
Bro, it's too late, bro.
No, sorry.
Just give it up.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
Andrew, what do you think?
Maybe I'll be an advocate for girls and be like,
Andrew,
listen,
what's
don't do
your
what I
take
did.
on this?
That would
It's
be
gonna
good.
have to be. It's gonna have to be huge settling. There's no real way around it, and you're.
Well, let's pull up the calculator for her. Fuck it.
The person you settle for is not
God.
going to be optimal, and you're only going to be able to have maybe one
So
or
is
two
it better
kids.
that I settle or then I don't get married and not have kids?
I would settle and get
Okay.
married.
I mean,
Yeah, what is
Yeah, I
okay,
would
you
lower.
said
I would
married.
significantly lower your standards for
Yes.
Okay.
Joe Bill who lives out in the middle of nowhere, and
I like country men.
You know, maybe he has a beer belly and he drinks a little too much beer and this type of
Okay.
thing, but he treats you good.
You got the calculator?
Oh
All
God,
right, minimum age?
30,
Okay, 30 to what?
45.
Okay, you're lowering your standards on this, by the way.
Yeah, you lower.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
You are gonna, well, we should start with her real standards.
Oh, okay.
And then we can go to the, just to see where
Okay,
she stands. And then, all right, but yeah, okay, what's the minimum height? Keep it real.
5'8". They really could be. I'm 5'3". So
Okay. Race.
any like I don't
Man,
have.
come on, man. Don't do the typical white girl. I'll take any. Most white women prefer.
You don't know me.
Most white women overwhelmingly
Okay.
prefer only white men. They only deal with black dudes if you got some money or some
White
status.
Hispanic,
no,
right?
Keep it a million.
no. A lot
There's
of white
nothing
guys
wrong.
like
Hold on,
black
everybody.
guys.
Hold on. I don't want white people to be scared to say, "Oh, I don't want to
No,
come
I'm
off
not-
as racist."
I'm not scared.
If you prefer white men, that's totally cool. Don't let anybody shame you. So what's your
I
preferential
don't
race?
have. I honestly I don't have a specific attraction to certain.
Will you do Asian
looks.
guys?
Yes.
Like love you long time Asian.
Yeah. What's wrong
Chinese.
with them? Yeah, I mean,
All right. Will you do black?
yes, I would. I mean,
Damn, that's unacceptable. All right. Would you do white?
It's unacceptable.
I'm just kidding.
you just
Would you white? Yeah, Hispanic. Would you do Hispanic?
yes.
Okay.
What?
You'll do all. Okay.
You guys just told me to like lower my standards anyway. So even if I had one,
First would
We
not.
want your real standards so
No,
that we
that's
can get a
it.
real. Okay, bare minimum education for you then.
there's men that don't go to college anymore and they make way more than everyone else. So I wouldn't
What's the bare minimum
say. I mean, high school.
High school. All right. Bare minimum
Yeah.
income then. Be honest about this.
70,000.
Okay.
They have to make more than a teacher.
Okay. Can he be obese?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then
Thank you,
obviously
Chris.
not married, right? So, okay, let's go ahead.
Obese, though, with the BMI thing, it's a little weird. If you've ever looked it up, like somebody can be barely over the line and be technically obese. So maybe uncheck that.
But
I don't
most of
know.
them fall past that
You
line,
think?
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
All right, let's go ahead.
Let's pray for me.
The BMI indicator works for most people.
Okay, that's a lot.
So,
Oh my God.
Oh, you got
What's the kid
That's
name?
not good still.
That's not
It's
good.
better
That's not
than
good.
hers.
Yeah, but to be better than almost nothing is still almost nothing.
Our teacher, 2%. You can't pass for 2%.
Hey, I haven't seen you guys pull up a higher percentage in your past shows, so I'm just saying.
No, there was one girl that got like
Where?
one
When?
or two cat bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one girl that got one or two cutbacks. It was shocking.
2.3 we can whittle down real quick too by asking questions like, what about having stepchildren? What about having?
I'm a teacher. I love kids. They love me. I would be the best
I mean, the
stepmom.
stepchild dynamic is not an easy one, right?
Yeah. No,
so you
I
can move
totally
into
get
that. Then you can move into, plenty of other things like you were saying earlier. What about, is he nice? Is he kind? Does he give me the butterflies in my stomach? All that stuff.
Yeah.
So it starts to whittle pretty quick.
Because here's the thing. That guy is 2% of the population, right? And, I mean, you've been single for this long. I'm sure you probably come across this guy a few times already, right? That met these requirements,
probably.
but you turned him down, like. But you think it's because you didn't like.
Well, I only told you my part in it because that's all I can be responsible for.
Yeah.
They have their own issues,
Like
and
what?
so, well, I don't know.
Did they like break up with you, or did you break up with them? Like you said that you.
It's been both.
Okay. And they told you like you don't cook and you don't listen, or sorry, or
No,
you
I
give
would
your
like.
opinion?
Yeah, I knew, but I didn't want to accept that was, and my friends would be like, oh, you don't need to listen to him, like, and so here I am.
Oh,
Let me give each other bad advice, man. Is what I know.
They really do.
So your friends made you single. Congrats.
No, I already owned it.
Yeah.
Can I get some credit? I already said what I did wrong, and I just have realized it. And before this, like 6 months ago and prior, I was like, it's fine. I'll just be single, and I'm not a feminist in any sort of way. But I was like, oh well.
Unlikely.
Unlikely what?
I don't know. We always.
Sorry, no.
Okay.
I get offensive with that. No, I'm not.
Okay, so if you don't mind if I test this out to see if you're actually a feminist or not.
Yes.
Feminism defined as the egalitarianism or equality between men and women?
Just no.
Okay, so then
I think men are way smarter, more logical. I've always wanted a man boss, like a principal. They're way better. They're not emotional. Like they just think more rationally, and it's just I've always wanted a traditional Christian relationship, like where they're the head. But I always thought that I had valuable things to say too, and I would put my little sense in when they didn't want me to.
So back to the feminism thing.
I'm not a feminist.
Okay, all I'm doing is testing it. That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
You're talking back like one.
I know, right?
Okay, so anyway, that's you putting your little
That's
2
okay.
cents in there, right? So anyway.
Yeah, see, there's a
Yeah, see,
there it
it's
is.
willful feminist. But anyway, right to vote. Should women have the right to vote?
not if they're dumb. No, I mean,
Should
I
they
would be
just-
fine with not voting. I would let my
Okay.
husband do it.
And then what
Truly.
is submission? What does submission mean?
It means that at the end of the day, if you guys have a discussion, it's his word over yours. And it's ultimately, he doesn't even have to ask you your opinion.
Okay, and do you agree that that's true?
Yes.
Okay.
Before, no.
And do you think that the world should be run by a patriarchy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's basically all of those kind of reject feminist idealism.
Thank you.
But isn't it interesting that you only began to reject feminist idealism 6 months ago when you found out and determined that that feminist idealism might be the cause of why you're single at this age?
What was the, like,
I mean, does that
is
seem
it
a bit
better
convenient?
late than never?
Yes, of course,
Okay,
but
thanks.
you can understand why people might see that as being
No, I
a
get it.
convenient
I get
thing,
it.
much like when people convert to Christianity when they're in their 30s after having been promiscuous women, things like this. Obviously, that could be a red flag that perhaps you have ulterior motivations than just what, now I believe it, but do you
Yeah.
believe it? Who knows? Same thing when they reformed religions, hard to determine if that's actually what they believe, right?
Yeah.
Would you say, because you obviously went to school, you went to college, right? And I've always, would you say that, like, that ideology was kind of built up from, like, going to school? Like, going to college? Because it's very,
No.
it's very liberal, very...
No. In North Carolina, like, I mean,
Yeah,
where
that's
I
not
grew
that
up,
very
that's
liberal.
not, no, it's...
No, but college
Not like
campuses
that.
are.
College campuses are still liberal in
yeah.
North Carolina,
Yeah.
for sure.
No. I just thought that I knew best. Here I am.
But that's a feminist tendency, though.
Yeah.
It's like what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay,
Like,
but
Okay, but
The
One
whole, you do
thing
understand like
out
the
of
whole
all
the
of
whole
it doesn't
concept
make
of
I'm me a feminist.
if you think that you know best as a woman, that is a feminist tendency.
Because that pushes away.
Yeah,
it
of course.
pushes
That,
into
I
egalitarianism.
get what you're
right?
saying,
It's a masculine trait.
yeah.
but that's what I didn't realize I was doing
You're still
in
doing
a
it right now.
relationship. No.
You're cutting him off right now. You're answering before he's even finished his statement.
What? Okay.
Yeah, just shut the fuck
See?
up and listen.
Damn, Chris.
I know.
I'm
What?
just saying, bro. She's like, I know, but I'm like, do you know what the question is?
Yeah, I
You're
think.
calling me a feminist, and I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, but you have you have feminist tendencies and behaviors, and I don't blame you for it. I mean, you're 33 years old. You've been this way for a very long time. It's going to take you, and you've only realized this 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very difficult to like let go of certain habits and behaviors
Yeah.
after you've been that way for the better part of 30 years.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's just what it is. It's going to take a while.
Oh, it's
so.
too late, bro. She's 35, bro.
Oh shit! 33, Chris.
3.
Yeah, I'm
Can't
30.
teach